Alright Kidlins, here's a quick solutions video for this binary ionic compounds classwork. Well, it was meant to be classwork, but because of the copying error, it is actually homework. So thank you for that, for doing that for me this weekend. Real quick, I'm going to go over how to do these. These ones do not have polyatomic ions in them. These are coming directly from the periodic table. So if you are looking for magnesium, you can find it on the periodic table. If you're looking for chlorine, which has been changed to chloride, if you're looking for that, it's just Cl, right? And you can find both of those things on the periodic table. You don't have to use table E for these ones. Table E is for polyatomic ions, and you use that when you see something like sulfate, which isn't on the periodic table, okay? So magnesium chloride, I look it up and I can see that that's a 2+ charge because it's in group 2, and this is going to be a 1- charge because it's in group 17. And there's two ways to do this. I'm going to show you one way to do it over here, and then when we do this one, I'll show you a different way. So the way that we were really using in class is that we were crisscrossing them, right? You put them next to each other like that, and then you bring this one over here, and you bring this one over here. Now, the big misconception that people have is that they put the minuses there. When we write a chemical formula, it's neutral, so there's no positives and there's no negatives. But the thing to remember is that that 2 has to be written right there as a subscript. It goes from a superscript to a subscript, and notice I did not write the plus. This would be a 1 right here after the Mg, but chemists are lazy and we don't write 1s. So the answer is MgCl2. Now there's another way of doing that. Potassium oxide. Potassium is K, and that's 1+. Remember, chemists are lazy, so we don't write 1s. O2-. And instead of crisscrossing it, which I could do, crisscrossing it would be fine. Another way of doing it is to say, okay, how do I balance these? I'm going to need another K+, so that I have 2+ on this side all together, and I have 2- on this side all together, and if you add that up, it equals 0. So I showed you that on the PowerPoint, and then we kind of went into the crisscross thing. A lot of people think crisscrossing is easier. I like this because it shows you that there are 2 potassium ions. So when you write your formula, K2O, there's your answer, right? K2 shows me that I have 2 potassium ions, and I literally have a picture of it right here. I don't know, maybe you like that better. Doesn't matter to me which one you use, as long as we're getting them right. Okay, so calcium nitride, Ca2+. Nitride is N. I got that from the periodic table, and I can tell that that's a 3- charge, right? So if I have 3- and 2+, the 3 comes down here, and the 2 comes down here. I crisscrossed them, right? Again, no pluses or minuses. And then Zn, that Roman numeral 2 right there tells me it's a 2+, and then sulfide is S2-. Here's why I like this other method. If you crisscross it, right? If you crisscross it, you get Zn2S2, and that's fine, except you have to remember that those 2's simplify, and the answer is ZnS. If you just use my method up here, I could look at this and I could say, okay, this ion right here is a 2+, and this ion right there is a 2-, and that is already balanced. If I'm thinking of it in terms of 2+ and 2-, I can see that they are balanced. This plus this equals 0, right? 2+ and 2- equals 0, so they're balanced. So I don't have to crisscross it. I don't have to simplify it. I can just say, okay, there's 1 zinc ion and there's 1 sulfide ion, and they're balanced. So my answer is ZnS, and I get there without having to simplify 2 and 2. That's why I like it. You can choose whichever way you like. Okay, so the answer here is ZnS. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go racing through these next 10, 11 problems. I'm just going to demonstrate it. I'm not going to say anything, so you don't have to listen to my voice. You can just watch for the answers. And then on Monday, when you've done your homework, you can come in and say, hey, can we go over number 9? I didn't get that one. And you'll have something to ask me. Okay, so that's what I expect you to do. I'm just going to go through this one at lightning speed, and then you can pause the video whenever you need to. Okay? All right, so I'm going to probably end up narrating it, but you don't have to listen to me. Okay, so lead, Pb, 2e plus, sulfide is 2 minus. If you crisscross them, or if you see the thing, that's Pbs. Haha, that's clever. Mg, 2 plus, N, 3 minus. Again, these are coming from the periodic table. Mg gets a 3 after it, and N gets a 2 after it. Ca, 2 plus. Now, hydride means H is a 1 minus. That's the naming thing that comes in here. I didn't teach you that, but just so you know, remember we talked about H can be 1 plus or it could be 1 minus. That is going to be a 1 minus because it's the second word, it's the anion, it's the negative ion, that's going to be 1 minus. So if it's hydrogen comes first, then it's plus. If it's hydride, it's minus, just FYI. So if I crisscross them, that's CaH2. Okay? So I'm going to put a star by that. So when you see that one, you could, if you are going through this video, you can come back to that and listen to my little explanation. K, 1 plus, phosphide is 3 minus, K3P. Tin is Sn, and that Roman numeral there is 4 plus. Iodine is 1 minus, so that's SnI4. Ca2 plus, F1 minus, CaF2, Na1 plus, nitride 3 minus, Na3N. Haha, I almost got tripped up there. Na3N. Na plus, Br minus, NaBr. Cr, Roman numeral 3, that means 3 plus. O, 2 minus, so it's Cr2O3. Calcium plus, chloride 1 minus, CaCl2. We did that one in class. Potassium plus, I minus, Ki. All right, kiddos, there you go. Hopefully that was a helpful video. And feel free to come in and ask me and say like, hey, I tried it. I don't understand how you got this on number 7. And have a nice weekend. Thanks very much.